You're listening to Stories to Create with your host, Cornell Bunting. Author, motivational speaker, and founder of EHAS Each Episode. Cornell sits down with inspiring voices to uncover the stories that shape who we are and who we're becoming. Get ready to listen, learn, and be inspired. The show starts now.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of Stories to Create podcast right here at EHAS Club. I'm your host, Cornell Bunting. I am so excited to be back in the space with you guys. Hey, and you know, what I want to do before I start the show today, I want to shout out everyone that's been listening to the show, downloading the shows. You know, listen, when I tell you guys, I am grateful, you know, and one of the things I want to do today is look at the stats, you know, look at a lot of the stats of the show and, you know, what's going on. But when I tell you guys, the way the stats are though, I'm a little bit surprised. On some of the stats. You know, I got to tell you guys that the countries that are literally where my top listeners are, I didn't see it. I did not see it. I didn't see those coming at all. And so, you know, I got to say, a lot of people now are listening to the show on iTunes. I really appreciate you guys. Of course, the podcast on Apple. You know, beautiful. And a lot of you guys that still watch the show on web browsers. You know, I got to tell you guys, man, the show, a lot of the shows right now, and, you know, I'm really grateful to you guys for the shows that you guys really like, you know, and I got to say to for all the guests that come on our show, I really feel that they've all done a great job with their interview and all that stuff, you know. So, you know, what I got to say right now. So, you know, the top 5 show right now, and that can change in a minute because when I tell you the numbers for who's in 6th, 7th, 8th place, are really close. Some of the numbers actually tie. But, you know, Big Ready, that show is still at number 1. Community Service Seeking Salvation, that at number 2. From No Man's to God's Man. Listen, that's my very first show. That's my very first show I did. And that's at number 3, holding strong, you know, with Pastor Gregory Ford. Actually, that's the church I go to, Cornerstone. Shout outs to everyone over there. And then, you know, holding in really close at number 4. And I'm telling you, this young man, his show was dope. He's a musician. His name's Elijah Tribe. You know, a lot of you guys came out and just started showing love to that show. So that show is sitting at number 4, but we got some shows that are close to it. You know, of course, the tribute I did to Busta Rhymes, that show, you know, is holding at number 5. And then you got all these other shows that are trying to squeeze in there. I did a show with Terry Tindra when he talked about, you know, when he, you know, brought Marilyn Manson here. That show been climbing really fast. And also the show I just did with my sister, you know, that's the CRA. Her show is climbing as well. And, you know, there's a few other shows as well that are, so, you know, I'm curious to see what, you know, the numbers are going to look like in the coming days, because, you know, I got to say the numbers are moving. You know, one of the things, though, that surprised me with my show, and I got to tell you guys, when I look at who's listening to the show, where the most listeners are for my show right now. So of course the United States is leading, of course. This is country. So the top 8 countries that are listening to my show, and I'm telling you guys, I'm kind of a little bit shocked with where some of these countries fall on the rank. But the US is number 1. Bangladesh is number 2. That's crazy, isn't it? That is crazy, yo. Germany is number 3, and maybe because my son is over there and he have all his friends listening to the show or whatever that look like. Germany is at number 3. Jamaica is at number 4. Canada is at number 5. I got a lot of friends up there in Canada. Switzerland is at number 6, and I'm shocked on this. The UK is at number 7. I know you guys, hear the show like on a Wednesday on Urban Extra Radio over there. I get it, but hey, we got to move that up, guys. Come on, we gotta get up in there, UK. And then top off number 8 is South Africa. So we got quite a bit of listeners. Most of my listeners right now coming in from Florida, and then Phoenix, Arizona, then Chicago, then St. Louis. So I just want to shout out all you guys. I can't call out everywhere, but I'm really excited, for you guys showing some love to the show and everything that we've been doing on the show. Of course, you guys know the show was created so we can bring a stream of income in for my nonprofit organization, which is a 501c3 that catered to at-risk, disadvantaged youths. And so it's one of the reasons why this show was created, Stories to Create. And so I'm really excited. Shout out to all you guys over there in the Instagram world. We're doing a few things right now. We got multiple stuff happening right now, and so we're trying to, yeah. So, anyways, I feel good, people. I feel good. We've been doing good. God is good. And of course, I'm Garfeeling it today. I came out with the Garfeel. I'm Garfunkel today. It's a beautiful thing. We Garfunkling it. But listen, today's show though is gonna be really excited because I had a few people that I reached out to this morning, because originally my guest that was gonna be coming on the show, I live on the other side, and because of circumstances or whatever, couldn't able to make the show, which is okay. We'll still get her on the show at a later date that is available, because the show is booked out right now all the way to December. So we still have a lot of entertaining guests coming on the show. We have some guests coming on the show that can't wait to get on the show to really bring it for you guys. And so I wanted to kind of do the show little bit different today. And I had a few individuals that reach out and be like, yo, so what you think about hip hop 50th anniversary, the BET Awards, all that stuff? And I'm like, okay, because I like speaking on stuff like that, but also sometimes I like to see who's really making moves. And I got to tell you guys, right now, Afrobeat got its thing right now. And I know you guys are excited about Drake, with his new album coming out. We're not going to really touch on that today. But how I want to start the show off today, though, is a song, is a piece that, I think maybe right now, whenever I'm driving, I'm vibing. This is one of those pieces that, for me, I tap into. I tap into this piece like it's nobody's business, people. Because my dude got skills. And I'm not even going to do an intro to him or nothing. I'm just going to let you guys hear what's going on right here.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Every young person carries a story of hope, of struggle, of dreams waiting to rise. But in too many underserved communities, those stories go unheard.
At ease, Inc. Everyone has a story. We believe every voice deserves a chance. Through mentorship, empowering programs, and storytelling workshops, we help youth discover their purpose, strengthen their mindset, and build a future they can be proud of.
From classrooms in Jamaica to communities across Southwest Florida,
EHAS is changing lives,
one story at a time.
but we can't do it alone. Join us, become a mentor, volunteer, donate, help us fuel the next generation of leaders, creators, and change makers.
Visit EHAS.org today, because when you help a young person share their story, you help them change their world.
Hey yo, I'm not even gonna lie. I used to call myself an ugly you, but I'm not even an ugly you. I'm a sexy you, you understand? Girl all over the globe wanna up me, you understand? Girls in my crib, zero Snapchat, zero Instagram, stream. Fuck up the vibe, my day. Start falling like London Bridge. I don't care if I saw you in a magazine or if you're on TV. That one don't mean nothing to me. Don't need a shower, baby, I need a free. Licking like ice cream, as if you mean to be disgusting. It's nothing. Jump my banana, one side I love, no starting. Go shopping, fuck that.
Wait for it.
Mama, Sheba, come back on. Take me to start to the paragon. Start to the halagon. Cause you know, say my people, they can lag on. As I hate it, I'm not to be my yama. I'll be my father, cause you know, say I come from that. That's why I'm a
Yes. What you guys were just hearing just now, that was Burna Boy, man, with City Boys. Yeah, that joint's fire. I'm not gonna lie, people. I like the way my dude dropped it, throw it down, just a whole piece on it. So, but we gonna tap into a light little bit of, what unfold and the BET Award, the winners, the losers, all that stuff. And then you guys can definitely comment on, what you think. Who you think should have won instead of who won and all that stuff. I think they kind of did a good job with, their selection and what that looked like. So, of course, they want to start out with the Viewer's Choice Award. Who you think won that? Who you think won that, people? Like, I mean, I'm sure you guys watched the BET Awards and seen it. But if you did not, I gotta tell you, this song had me singing too. This song had me singing to it. So I do understand and I appreciate what they've done with this song. And this young lady, listen, she got a whole nation behind her. A whole nation, people. A whole nation. But this was the viewer's choice.
You won't break my soul. 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 I'm telling everybody, 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 everybody. Now I just fell in love. Now I just quit my job. I'm gonna find no drive. Damn, they work me so damn hard. Work by 9, then off past 5. And they work my nerves, that's why I cannot sleep at night. Motivation, I'm looking for a new foundation, yeah. And I'm on that new vibration.
Yep. You guys heard it, you know. Break My Soul by Beyonce, of course, you know. The Beehive Nation. I couldn't even touch on this or talk on this without shouting out the Beehive Nation. You guys are huge. But, you know, of course, we got to shout out all the other individuals that was in that category, you know, that one would say losers. It's okay. They're still considered winners because they have been nominated. So that's a beautiful thing. And there's a lot of artists out here. There's a lot of artists out here putting out music. So for your music to be nominated into a category, hey, that's a win for me right there. So shout out to Burna Boy with Last Loss, Jack Harlow with First Class, Kill Bill, SZA, of course, Jimmy Cooks by Drake and 21 Savage, About Damn Time by Lizzo, Wait For You, Future, Drake, and Thames. And of course, Super Freaky Girl, Nicki Minaj. So, that's beautiful right there. So then we tap into Best Female R&B and Pop Artists. Who that is? Listen. Everyone will be like, well, of course, that's the Beehive. But no. Beehive been out for a minute. So it's okay. She won loads of awards. So, you know, it's okay if she don't win this award. So I got to tell you guys, man, this young lady, her voice is beautiful. I'm not going to lie. You know, she've kind of been doing it. She been doing it since she came out, you know, like just really like tap in, showed everyone what she's capable of and what that looked like. And I got to tell you guys, without me even say, well, you heard me say her name, but you don't know that she's the one that won the R&B Best Female R&B and Pop Artist. This is her right here, people. You hear that voice and you're like, who is that beautiful voice right there? Yes, you guessed it, guys. That is none other than the beautiful
Sometimes in life we have to protect our own
SZA.
Au revoir, mon amour.
It's only right. It's only right, people. Only right. Listen, you're on the Stories to Create podcast right now. It's a whole lot of stuff happening. We always have stuff happening. I'm not ducking people. I know you guys listening out there is like, is shooting going on in the studio right now? Nope. Well, yeah. There is. It sound like it, but it's not really. It's just like the effects of what that look like. Because of course, you know, we have to be dramatic with this piece of it.
Why not? I just want you. If I can't have you, no one should have mine. I like your lightness, not the best idea. His new girlfriend's next. How I get here. I might kill my friends. I still love you, though. Rather be in jail than alone. I get the sense that it's a lost cause. I get the sense that you might read it over. The sex gon' be evidence. The sex is evidence. I try to rationate you no more. It's a crime of passion, but damn, you was at the beach. You was at the farmer's market with your perfect peach. Now I'm in the basement, and I'm on vacation.
Kill Bill. Kill Bill, people. Big ups yourself, girl. And she's a beautiful young lady. So, okay. Best male R&B and pop artist. So let's see. And it might be a toss-up, people. We got Usher. We got Chris Brown. We got The Weeknd. We got Brent Faza. We got Blast. Of course, Drake is in there. But they had to split it, people. I think R&B went to Usher, and I think pop artists went to Chris Brown. I mean, it's only right. Them dudes got skills, man. Them dudes can sing. I'm not gonna lie, people. They can sing. Them boys will sing. They will sing the brakes off some music right now. I'm just saying. Then we go into best group. I mean, right now, without me even touching on the groups, 21 Savage and Drake's killing it right now. They did an album and, they crushing it, but the other groups, City Girls, Maverick City Music and Kirk Franklin. And shout out to Kirk Franklin, man. To be getting in where you nominated in this category right there, you doing something, bruh. Big ups yourself, man. And, you working for God. You putting the work in, my brother. I appreciate you, man. We got Dizim. Of course, we got Quavo and Takeoff. I don't know if Quavo and Takeoff decide not to use the Migos no more. I don't know. Maybe I'm not in the news lately, so I've probably missed the memo or whatever. Listen, if I missed the memo, someone let me know if I had missed the memo. But they go by Quavo and Takeoff now. So, then you got Flo, and then you got one more. Beautiful thing. When we go into best collaboration. Best collaboration, I gotta say I'm digging this one. I'm digging this music right here. I think this collaboration is pretty dope. And I'm gonna let you guys listen to it and tell me what you guys think. Because I think these boys did a good job. They did a very, very good job putting this one out. And they got a nice little vibe to it.
Once upon a time, there was a toxic king who was going to war and leaving his queen behind.
I'm waiting for you,
Early in the morning, late at night.
I will wait for
It don't even matter what time it is.
I will wait for you.
Presidential rolling, alright, wait. Time is okay. ATL, check. Pray for my demons, but I got you. Every time I sip on codeine, I get wrong. I'm knowing the sounds of the storm when it comes. She understand I can't take her everywhere a nigga go. I've been in the field like the children of the corn. I can hear your tears when they drop over the phone. Get mad at yourself cause you can't leave me alone. Gossip and missing, it ain't what we doing. Travel around over the phone, I get my phone when you drunk, you tell me exactly how you feel. When I know that I keep it real. exactly what it is.
I will wait for you.
I'll say it cause you know that's why I want to hear.
I will wait for you. I will wait for you.
Yeah, I've been trapping around the world. I sit on my balcony and wonder how you feeling. I got a career that takes my time away from women. I cannot convince you that I love you for a living. I be on your live, feelings flowing like a river. You be texting back, you and Kiki on the river. Message say deliver, but I know that y'all don't get it. Why you introduce us if you knew that you was with him? Made me shake his hand, we have been fucking for a minute. Walk me off the plane because you know that I'm a swimmer. Supposed to be a dog, but you don't put me in a kennel. Girl, put a muzzle on it, all that barking over dinner. I was fucking with you when you had a tiny presidential. You got better when you met me, and that ain't coincidental. Tried to bring the best out you, guess I'm not influential. Guess I'm not.
Yes, yes. You guys heard it there. Best collaboration. That's a joint right there. Wait for You by Future, Drake, and Thames. Of course, we still gonna shout out the nominees. We got Big Energy Remix with Lotto, Mariah Carey, and DJ Khaled. We got Can't Stop, Won't Stop by King Combs. I think that's P. Diddy's boy. And Kodak Black. Tomorrow 2. That is Gorilla and Cardi B. Corella. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing her name right. It's Glorilla, yes. Glorilla and Cardi B. I gotta say, she got a vibe. She got a nice vibe to her. She got my attention with the way she spits. We got Boy's a Liar Part 2. And of course, that's with Ice Spice and Pink Pantheress. Yes. Creepin', yes. Creepin' by Metro Boomin, The Weeknd, and 21 Savage. Yeah, Creepin' is pretty cool. Call Me Every Day, Chris Brown featuring Wizkid. Yeah, that's a dope one as well. And of course, F and F, Let's Go. And that's Hit Kid and Glorilla. See, I said it good this time. People. Okay, so now we dive into Best Female Hip Hop Artists. Okay, so there is Glorilla, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Coi Leray, Ice Spice, Cardi B, Lotto. Who do you guys think won that one right there? I know you guys be like, dude, we can't say nothing to you because we can't really make a comment as the show is going because it ain't really live like that, Cornell. Well, yeah, you're right. And I should have, But, hey, this young lady right here, she got a vibe. People. I just want to say the first part real quick. Her name is Lotto, yes. Yeah, break me out the plastic. I be acting brand new. I got to tell you guys, man. I got a funny. My friend made a funny little, short video on that, and it was hilarious because she had this young lady that just had a look to her. She had a look to her, and when I tell you, the way she did it, it was like, she was like, break me out the plastic, I'll be acting brand new. And then I came in and I'm like, that will never happen. Take that off your mind. But yeah, it was funny. It was funny just the way She mixed that. Shout out to my friend Cocabella. With her show, she got a cool show as well, jumping off. I want to say every week as well. I'm not sure, but we'll tap more into that. So, best male hip hop artist. And this dude, man, he's a poet on a whole nother level. I mean, I write poems, but I don't know if I've ever really taken it to the level where he taken. I'm more considered an author. Kind of like that better. Me on stage running around. I mean, I could do it, but hey, I'm a grown dude now, people. These bones do not function as how the younger bones used to function. So, of course, you have 21 Savage, you have J. Cole, you have Jack Harlow, Drake, Future, Little Baby, and Kendrick Lamar. And yes, you guys guessed it. Kendrick Lamar actually won that one right there. A lot of people be like, yo, that should be Drake, but hey, Kendrick got bars, people. Kendrick got bars. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Kendrick. This dude, he got bars. And when you listen to a lot of how he dropped his pieces and how they're delivered, you'll understand this brother right here. So I'm gonna let you feel a little bit of that.
Kendrick? Did you hear that, Kendrick?
Yes. My apologies. I thought my time was up.
No, we can continue if you like. So, what did you say to the lady in the parking structure?
You took my damn parking
I
spot.
told her I didn't take your damn parking spot.
And how did that make you feel, reacting that way?
I felt decent.
Oh, how come?
Because I did take her parking spot. No.
You texted me at 2:00 in the morning. I feel like I'm fallen. Why do you feel that way?
Life. One of these lives, I'ma make these right with the wrongs I done. That's one of you not with the father, son. Till then I fight. Rain on me, put the blame on me. Got guilt, got hurt, got shame on me. Got 6 magazines that's aimed at me. Done every magazine was fame to me. Man in the bedroom, man. Sleep, I ain't never had a fast with that. What's fair when the hearts and the words don't reach? What's fair when the money don't take things back? It's rare when somebody take your dreams back. I care too much, wanna share too much. In my head too much, I shut down too. I ain't there too much. I'm a complex soul, they layer me up, they broke me down. And morality's dust, I lack in trust. This time around, I trust myself. Please everybody else but myself. All else fails, I was myself. Outdone fear, outdone myself. This year, you better want yourself. Mask on the babies, mask on the outward, mask in the neighborhood stores you shot, but a mask won't hide who's on inside. Look around, the reality's carved in lies. Wipe my ego, dodge my pride. See myself in the mirror. How many feel? Ain't seen that scarier. I fought like a pig through a carrier. Blood I shed, could feel like aquariums.
Bars, people. My dude got bars. So then we dive into video of the year. Of course, here we have Chris Brown with his video, We, Warm Embrace. We have 2 Million Up. That's by PZ, Jeezy, and Real Boston Richie, featuring Rob 49. So a lot of dudes in that piece right there. Then we have that video from Lizzo called About Damn Time. We have Tomorrow 2 by Glorilla and Cardi B. We have Kill Bill by SZA. We have First Class by Jack Harlow. And of course, Bad Habit by Steve Lacy. You guys heard it earlier. But yeah, Kill Bill won the video of the year with their video. Their video was pretty dope. And then the video director of the year, I gotta say, this director, man, was pretty dope. But Tiana Spike Taylor, yeah. And shout out to all the guys that didn't win. Of course, A$AP Rocky, Cole Bennett, Dave Free, Benny Boom, Burna Boy. Yeah, he does do some video directing as well, and Director X. So then we dive into new artists, but best new artists. Who? And this is on the female side of the artists. We have Flo, we have Lola Brooke, Ice Spice, Dunchi, Glorilla, Coco Jones, and Ambry. Yep. Coco Jones, people. Coco Jones took that one. And then Album of the Year. I don't know if a lot of people had, issues with this, but it was a lot of good albums, and so they had to make a split decision on this one. They had Anyways, Life Great by Glorilla. They had Drake and 21 Savage, Her Loss. Of course, Mr. Morale and The Big Steppers by Kendrick Lamar. We got Breezy by Chris Brown. God Did by DJ Khaled. We have Beyonce with Renaissance. And we have SZA with SOS. And what they did, people, they shared the award between Beyonce and SZA. That was cool. That was cool because those are both a dope album, And I mean, it's only right. It's only right if you're gonna give an inspirational award, gospel music, the best gospel. Hey, it gotta be my dude with the big bad Bless Me. Listen, people. You guys gotta kind of tap into that a little bit just to hear how my guy Kirk, went in and just kind of did how he did with what he did, because it's Kirk, and Kirk been out for a good little bit now. So
Bless me, God, not just for me, but so everyone around me can have everything they need. Let all these folks that's with me, God, have everything they need. Bless me, God. Come on. Death has been defeated, He is our victory. Bless me, God, not just for me, but so everyone around me can have everything they need. Let all these folks that's with me, God, have everything they need. Favor, let it fall on me, till I'm the conversation of all my enemies. Favor, God, not just for me, but so everyone around me can have everything they need. Let all these folks that's with me, God, have everything they need.
yes, Bless Me by Kirk Franklin and Maverick City Music. And of course, we want to shout out the individuals that didn't win. Of course, I love this young lady, Tamila Mann, with her piece finished. New by Tate Tibbet. You got I've Got Joy, CeCe Winans, One Moment from Glory, Yolanda Adams, Kingdom. That is the big bad album right there. It's a beautiful thing right there. I gotta say, man, Maverick City, they're doing their thing. They're doing their thing, and they're out there, people. And then the Better Benediction by P.J. Morton, Lisa Knowles, and a few others people. It's a lot of people on there. Of course, they had the shout out Best Movie. And I mean, I don't think they would have given it to anyone but the movie Black Panther Wakanda Forever, But then you have Creed 3, which, Creed 3 was really dope. The Woman King, that was really dope as well. Emancipation with Will Smith, that was pretty cool. Till, very, very cool movie. Nope. I like Nope. Nope was pretty cool. And then, of course, Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. Love Whitney when she was around, people. Then they went into Best Actor. This dude right here, people. Ever since Snowfall, and I got to tell you guys, Snowfall is one of my favorite TV shows. But Damson Idris, yeah, my dude right there. He is that dude, and a lot of people didn't even know he was British. My dude go hard, people. And I got to tell you the individuals that join him on there, there's a couple fellas that they all do a great job, Amin Joseph, Brian Tyree Henry, Daniel Kaluuya, Michael B. Jordan, Donald Glover, and of course, Demetrius, Little Meech. Yeah, we see you, Demetrius. Then, of course, Best Actress. You can't give it to no one but the very talented Angela Bassett. She have done such a great job in the Wakandas and just, all the other pieces that she's been in. But also, we want to show that Coco Jones, Keke Palmer, Janelle James, Viola Davis, that was, should be a pretty close with Viola Davis as well. Then we got Janelle Monáe, and then we got Zendaya. Zendaya, she's a pretty good actress. Young Stars Award. We got Marsha Martin. We got Genesis, Chadios, Dylan, Demi, Alaya. Of course, they're going to go to Marsha Martin. She's dope. She is a dope young lady. I'm just saying. You got to watch what that look like. It's a beautiful thing. And then, Sportswoman of the Year. Why not? Why not Angel Reese? Why not? She's that girl. She did that. It was beautiful. We got Alexis Morris. We got Naomi Osaka. We got Serena Williams. We got Allison Felix, Candace Parker, and Shari Richardson. Love this young lady, yo. She's killing it on the tracks right now. It's a beautiful thing. Sportsman of the Year, of course, they're going to give that to Jalen Rose because, he really did that with the Eagles. They did go on a run there. Aaron Judge, almost, my bruv. Almost. LeBron James, again, almost. It's a beautiful thing. Patrick Mahomes, he just play a different type of football. That's just how I see it. Bubba Wallace, Javonda Davis, keep doing your thing, my dude. Knocking them boys out over there. And then, of course, Stephen Curry. Then we go into the Best Her Award. I don't even need to go into a whole lot. You guys know Beyonce won that already. Beehive Nation, big up yourself. It's what it is. Beehive Nation. Best International Act, of course, it's Burna Boy. Gotta be Burna Boy. You know, shout out to everyone else that was a part of that. You know, shout out to my dude Stormzy. You know, like Stormzy, man, you know, but Burna Boy came out and just kept going. Central C doing his thing. He's doing his thing. You know, them boys out of UK. KO from South Africa. Yeah, my boy. Doing your thing. So, you know, I gotta say, I like. And then there's the Viewer's Choice Best New International Act. Why not give it to Lee Bianca? Why not? She's dope. You know, but I got to tell you guys, man, I was having a whole lot of fun. You know, as you can see, you got a show that was not the show for today. But you got a show. You got a show. And right now, you know, for me, going out, I gotta play like one of my coolest joint right now. I didn't really understood it first when it came out, but it got a nice little vibe to it. Not a lot of words, but the beat is serious, people. And so, you know, what I want to do, I want to thank you guys today for tuning in to Stories to Create podcast right here at EHAS CLUB. And we going out like this.
That's my heart. Dying. Won't you dance? This ain't what you project, this ain't what you this ain't what you
Thanks for tuning in and downloading this episode of Stories to Create. We appreciate you being part of this growing community of storytellers and listeners. If today's conversation inspired you, please share the show with friends, family, or anyone who could use a little motivation in their journey. A special thank you to our sponsors, EHAS Organization, Cornell Bunting LLC, and Nostril Cheese Chase for supporting the mission and making this podcast possible. To learn more about our work, upcoming projects, and how you can get involved, be sure to visit www.hisinkorg and www.cornellbunting.com. Until next time, keep creating, keep growing, and remember, your story has power.